did I have to tell you guys? I watched Superman. No spoilers in the chat. There will be no spoilers from me. This is my no spoiler review of the movie. I promise I will. It's so funny. Whenever I bring up a new piece of media, I say anything, right? Everybody's like, don't spoil. I literally have never spoiled anything in my life. I wouldn't. I know what it's like. I literally know what it's like to go. I remember when Game of Thrones, I had Game of Thrones spoiled for me, and I had what was the other one? Oh, Endgame spoiled for me. And I know what it's like. I remember I was watching someone stream in during Endgame, and people were like donating with spoilers from the movie. I'm like, dude, it's so fucking annoying. So no spoilers in chat, no spoilers from me as I give my spoil-free review right now. James Gunn's Superman is my favorite iteration of Superman I have ever seen. I don't like Superman. I think Superman is so boring as a hero, because to me, he's just like the goody two-shoes, all-powerful, like nothing can beat him, and he's just like, oh, such a fucking perfect nice guy, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've always found him really corny. He's like, yeah, your default hero. He's really vanilla. I'm like, there's nothing exciting about this guy. This movie made me fall in love with Superman. I have never been a Superman fan, whether that's comics, whether that's animated, or in movies. I love Henry Cavill. I didn't love him as Superman. This Superman is the best iteration of Superman I have ever seen. I don't even really care for Superman in comic books. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, Superman, sure, whatever. I loved this. I cannot wait for more of seeing Superman in the DCU, because now, right, this is a new universe. This is the DCU, new cinematic universe. They made his character so on point, but also so complex. Like, he still is all of those things. He is your default hero. He still is vanilla. He still is like OP, but like they just found a way to make him so interesting and charming and not boring. He just wasn't boring. Yeah, very relatable. I loved his portrayal of Clark Kent as well. Like, it was fantastic. I thought that I was going to hate Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I thought I was going to hate him. I ended up being like encapsulated by his performance. I was so impressed, like, because to me, Lex Luthor is this like macho billionaire playboy who is just like really smart and also just like kind of an asshole. Like, he's just an asshole. And I thought that Nicholas Hoult wasn't going to be able to pull off the vibes that you get from Lex Luthor, but this version of Lex Luthor was brilliant. And I won't talk about that more because, yeah, I won't talk about it more because I think I would have to spoil some things and I don't want to. I loved his version of Lex Luthor. To me, I thought that because he wasn't like this big bulky guy with like a really deep voice and this kind of like playboy style, I was going to hate him, but I loved the direction that they went with this Lex. I have not seen Smallville. I have not seen Smallville. Didn't watch it. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck about Superman. I literally don't like Superman. But I love this Superman so much, now I'm a fan. So I thought Nicholas Hoult was great. Was very surprised by how much I loved him as Lex Luthor. He just went, they went in a direction with him, which is very true to his character, but different than I thought that they would, and it was great. Fandango paid review? Nah, this is dead ass, guys. This is dead. I was watching this movie like this. Like, I was just cheesing the whole time. I was cheesing watching this movie, and I left the theater cheesing too. Like, it was just that kind of movie. So for me, it felt like when I read comic books as a kid, and everything is so colorful and it feels animated even though it's drawn, you know what I mean? But everything feels fantastic and magical and colorful and rich and deep, and you know, all of those things that you feel when you read comic books as a kid. And it just has this sense of wonder, and I feel like I've never felt that from DC. And DC is dark, right? DC is darker than Marvel. It has darker themes, it has darker characters, it's colder, it's harder. But when I think of Superman, I don't think of all of those things. And the Man of Steel series was all of those things. It was dark, it was cold, it was hard. But Superman isn't really like that, you know? And they let him be, in this James Gunn version, the colorful, vibrant, lively, whimsical, saturated vibe, you know, just like comic book-esque movie. It felt like a comic book jumped off the page and became a movie. And I think that there have been there were some Marvel movies that did feel that way for sure. But I think that this one just did a really good job. It was just great. And the great supporting cast. Mr. Terrific ended up being like a highlight of the movie, and that is a character I have once again never given a fuck about. No, to the point where I don't even think I remembered his name. I literally don't even think I remembered his name when I saw him in the movie. I was like, who the fuck? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I've definitely seen him before, but like I've just never really given a fuck. He stole the show. He stole the show. Seeing Dina from The Last of Us as Hawkgirl was really interesting. I liked her. I loved Guy Gardner. That was fun. I loved it. I just loved it. I thought it was great. I want to watch it again. Yeah.